I am modulating pressure that I apply here. So even though you can't really see it, as I make a brush stroke, I press harder or softer, and that in turn controls things like the brush thickness, the brush opacity. So I have an enormous amount of very, very subtle control. And then you'll see my left hand now and then go to these buttons on the side. You can hardly see the buttons, actually, they are there. But I'm going to click, and what that does is it brings up, these are all shortcuts. So that's a shortcut for my color wheel. So if you look at the screen now, what I just did was I brought up this color wheel here, and I'm just going to go for something a bit more in the purple blues there. Purple blues, and I'm going to apply a bit of that here. Just feel like it. Sometimes my color choices are, direct observation, and sometimes it's a combination of direct observation with just a little bit of intuition and feel. I just feel like that's a color that will work there, so I use it. And I experiment, and I can always change. So one of the things that you'll notice is also I never do an undo. It's always forward motion. Doesn't mean that everything's in the right place. I make mistakes all the time, and things are in the wrong place all the time. So I'm continually adjusting, but it's always forward motion, always moving forward. I try to not get precious about every brush stroke, and when you don't undo, you have a commitment to every brush stroke. Whereas if you start undoing and saying, oh, that's not quite right, let's undo it and try again, you start to get really precious about what you do, and it actually blocks you, I think, from moving forward. So as you can see, it's a very organic process, just like traditional painting, but a bit more comfortable, because instead of holding a brush like this and my whole arm getting tired and wrist and everything, I'm here, so it's very relaxed. This is like no stress, no effort, no force, and it's really comfortable.